Halcyon City, a bustling metropolis on the forefront of technological, economic, and social advancement, but it's far from perfect. Such greatness attracts great adversity, and the heroes of Halcyon City must protect it from time-traveling madmen, superpowered mercenaries, and evil masterminds. When those stalwart capes retire, who will take up the mantle? Well, the young bloods, of course. Teenagers struggling with their newly discovered powers, finding a date to prom, and battling insane supervillains at the Plaza Mall, all before curfew. And what's more fun than breaking curfew to beat on an anthropomorphic triceratops? Welcome to Heroes of Halcyon City, an actual play podcast of Masks, a new generation. Welcome back to Heroes of Halcyon City, an actual play podcast of Masks at Nerds on a Roll. I am Lauren Peterson, your Dungeon Master, and with me, as always, is...
David Schulke.
Robert Sierra.
Tom Nguyen.
Katie Kawaguchi.
Alrighty. We last left our heroes at Trinity Park. Theo the Meteorite Morel had just phased through the magical barrier that was keeping everyone out and had begun to sort of hide. Recuperated. Everyone got a little bit of time to rest, but we left off with Golden Glove, Nazgrim Bloodscale, and Kid Katie staring down this massive blue barrier, wondering how best to get past it. So, what do you do?
We're punching the crap out of this barrier, right? That's where
We're going to do it. That's where we left off. Punch the shit out of this barrier.
No, sorry, a little sleepy. So we're rolling to unleash your powers here.
So it'd be freak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, I got -2.
You should tiger up a bit.
Oh, wait, I've got even less. I've got -4.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Alright.
Maybe he can just help me out.
You want to make... Well, he needs to spend team to do so. And we have one team in the pool right now.
How many two?
New session.
That's true.
Son of a gun.
We're going to need that. Let me take the hit.
Nope.
5 -4, so 1.
You did it.
I got a 5.
You both failed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Both
mark potential. Failure is the way to success.
But if I fail a little too hard, you guys might not see me.
For this session.
Yeah.
It's just unstable right now.
No,
no,
that's on
it's a
7 and
miss.
9. It's unstable. You guys both missed.
But what does that mean?
So,
Make a move. Right?
Golden
The
Glove
shield?
pulls back, and he punches at it. Kid Katie does what?
She makes her magic
Yeah.
gloves.
Magic. Oh yeah, her magic gloves, and you punch together, and your fists slam against the barrier, and it kind of ripples and goes, and there's like a crackling surge as you are both blown backwards. You don't take powerful blows from it.
Oh.
But when this happens, the energy in the shield kind of surges up towards the top, and the green beam gets a little wider and goes.
Did you both try to punch a magical barrier?
It worked before.
Got any better ideas?
I do, as a matter of fact. I'm trying to communicate with my people about this. I'm going to try to open up communications and talk to them about a barrier like this. With my belonging 2 worlds.
E.T. phone home.
So I get to contact my people and roll superior.
You pull out your communicator.
And I receive a useful piece of alien technology that will allow me to use an ability to control my people's knowledge to ask the GM a question about the current situation. Well, you can read it in there.
But you have to roll for it.
Right.
Go ahead.
Roll okay if I do that?
Dice.
Is that a...
Yeah, roll plus superior.
What's superior?
3. You're welcome.
Thanks, pal. That's 8, 9, 10.
Hold 3. We'll spend 1 for 1, hold 2. Receive a useful piece of alien technology that will allow you to use any ability from another playbook once. Choose the ability when you spend the hold. Consult your people's knowledge to ask the GM a question about the current situation. Or clear a condition through comfort and contact with your home.
So I guess did the GM thing try to ask how we get to this barrier? How people will build
Consult your people's knowledge to ask the GM a question about the current situation. Your people have dealt with magic before. Usually it's more magic tech, but
Right.
they still have dealt with magic before. Barriers of a magical notion can usually be overloaded through extreme they can only withstand so much force
All right.
based on the mage
Keep
who
punching.
puts them up. Barriers of this size also usually have weaknesses, holes maybe.
Okay.
Also, one of this size would be pretty hard to maintain completely spherically.
I'm like underground. I might not have a shield around it. I'd just be like a half circle. Just dig underneath it.
You have 2 hold left.
I can get a hero ability,
Yeah, a piece of tech.
or I can clear a thingy too.
You can do
Can
both.
I do both?
Yeah, you do one of each.
Okay. I guess I'll
Okay.
do that then.
So, you have to describe you communicate and you talk to your home and seeing your people and talking to them again gives you this. It lets you clear a condition. They give you that information, and then you get to choose you get a piece of alien gear that'll give you an ability from another playbook.
I like it when you pick
Oh.
it. You picked it last time.
Yeah, so they use a teleporter to send you a mini handheld teleporter.
Perfect.
Here you go. Magic? Yeah, fuck it. Here you go. Just go. Just.
So in all reality, it's gonna be way easier to just
Would that work
teleport to the
too?
other side of the barrier. So they zap you. Like there's like a requisition form that has to be filled out, but they're like, oh, we'll take care of it. And then like
Or because it's magic.
so
Could be
so they send you a teleporter.
when your
You
bae tells
teleport
you,
across.
"Hey,
You
babe,
teleport
come on
yourselves
over."
across the barrier. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, the device.
Instead of
goes
them running,
down,
it's
runs up.
them pulling
I
up
toss
through
it
it.
aside and see. You see, technology is much better than your brute force.
I slap him.
You slap me? Really?
You were right.
That just hit me?
That's totally.
I think she did.
I actually put my
Not a hard slap, just like a.
I put my hand on your shoulder and I'm like, good job.
Thanks.
Good job. Not even gonna try and comfort and support him. Just good job.
Well,
Hey, I have
you
negative
didn't do
2
it. To be fair, you didn't do it.
All right. What do the 3 of you do? You can see that beam growing ever larger.
I want to find. Meteorite.
I think we need to find meteorite too.
We need to find meteorite.
Assess the situation? Or we just find him?
I would assess the situation. Kid Katie begins like reaching out mentally, trying like
Pinpoint his emotions.
Mind
and stuff.
taking.
men talk. That's who your dad should be. He should be Dr. Mind. He should be Men Talk, the Mind Taker.
I got 8 plus 3 minus 2.
So +1, so 9. Where
What
the
here
fuck is
can
Theo?
I use to find meteorite?
Nearby in the park, there is a large hill with a very large tree at the top.
Oh.
Can't Nazgrim just fly up into the air? Like, fly
Yeah, well,
straight
Kid
up?
Katie's asking what she could use to find meteorite.
Yeah. What are you doing over there, Nasker?
I just got in here, okay? You just hit me after I did that.
Also,
You're being
a
sassy.
giant flying heliokinetic warrior lizard might draw some attention.
The hell is that? See this? Is that Davis?
We did it. We summoned him. No, you idiots. That's Nazgrim.
Oh, they look exactly the same. My bad.
Oh. Alright,
Okay.
Let's go to your little hill.
You climb up the hill, and Kid Katie climbs the tree and looks out. Where's Theo?
Well,
in the
I'm
tree.
walking
Sleeping?
along the edge of
Yeah.
the bubble, backtracking towards where they were,
He
where
like
I came
next to
from.
us. Like, what
So,
So then you see him walking along the edge of the bubble.
Well-
It's not far.
okay.
What?
awkwardly enough, you don't see meteorite walking around
Oh, that's
the edge of the
true.
bubble. You see a trapped Theo Morel,
if you
high
want-
school
Still
jock.
like the-
Yeah, no,
If-
and it's
if
all
you
torn
wanna
up
be
and
like,
everything.
is
But
that
like
Theo?
in terms of
And then,
Yeah.
and I have legendary speed, so I could like run over to him.
so, because I did have my mask removed.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see him.
Or you see someone in a very tattered meteorite
So I
costume.
see him.
No, I don't have a costume. I have regular clothes because Alexander Lynn has my ring and my
Right.
costume.
I thought he gave you the ring.
Yeah.
Nope. We planned on doing it. We never had the time to go break in or go behind the
Right.
vault or yep.
That's right. My mistake. My
Yep.
mistake.
So you just see a beaten and battered casual.
But I see him.
Yep. Theo Morel
Okay.
just on the other side of the wrong bubble.
It's like, oh my god.
This is the first time she's found out, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I let it slip, but
Oh my god.
What?
Uh,
What's happening? What do you see?
what do you see, Katie?
it's Theo. It's motherfucking Theo Morel.
Who is?
He's Meteorite.
Oh my god!
What?
Say what?
Did you know?
Which one is Theo?
Shh.
Dang, you
I
get
should-
dismissed.
Did you know?
I should probably go find him.
Did you know?
I should probably. Oh, where was he?
Wow.
Okay, yes, I did know it was him, but
Is he the one on the football team?
Yes, Snazzy,
yes, he
yes.
is.
I got they're debating this as Theo is wandering around broken and beaten,
Why am I
trying
like
to find them, and they're
climbing
clearly
down
like
the
watching
tree?
him.
Well,
Or walking.
if you had asked me to keep your secret, I would do that.
I have no
I
secret.
guess it's not a secret now. Yes, he is the meteorite. Doesn't change nothing.
What position does he play?
Goalie?
No,
Goalie
he's the running back.
Nazgrim don't know any better.
I don't know either, so I don't know sports.
Oh,
No,
goalie.
he's the running
I
back.
mean, in real life, I know
A
he's
proud
not.
position.
The goalie? He's not the goalie.
Yes, they're the ones who decapitate the enemy team when they lose, right? A fine position to play.
Truly worthy of a warrior like the meteorite. Goalie on the football team.
Alright, let's go find this fool.
They have a sport where they play with balls made of feet. You should see it. It's brutal.
It's brutal. Sometimes people don't even get touched and they start screaming. It's wonderful. I don't know if they're faking it or if it's real.
Team, where are you?
Team?
Do so alone.
You guys kind of emerged from the bushes in front of Theo, I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, look who it is!
It's
yes. Look,
Theo!
look indeed.
I'm sorry. They already know.
Yes. I'm well aware of what I'm missing.
Arthur told us.
I didn't say
Wait a
nothing.
minute, did Theo and Meteorite both have a French accent? We didn't
Yeah.
catch on that the whole time?
It's a
Yeah.
huge metropolis. Like,
A lot of people.
Alright.
Also, I mean,
sure not
Clark
ev-
Kent just...
yeah, I guess, yeah. Huh.
Okay,
Anyway,
moving on. Because time is of the essence. Alright, so...
you might get away with lying to most other people, but I know Arthur did not tell you. It's quite obvious that you found out because I do not have my mask.
What happened?
Well, yeah.
So that's not funny.
Why are your panties in a bunch?
Just because you're okay with the rest of the world knowing what you are doesn't mean I am, or that I have to be.
Well, this can be our secret, but we need to get moving. I'm sorry to cut this short. I don't think we have much time.
You're sorry to cut it short. It wasn't a tender moment.
Yes. Much more pressing matters to attend to. My gesture upwards.
No, I'm gonna look at Katie and be like, you might laugh and make jokes behind your fair facade, but I know even you have deep wounds too. So don't try to act like you're better than me, because you're not.
Are you promoting me?
You threatening me?
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty me
Or-
telling her she's not better than me. Someone says what's your words to say what you're trying to get them to do. I mean, I'm trying to get her to like shut the fuck up and just realize like if we're a team, like you like jabbing at me, my moment of weakness is not how we do it. I suppose.
You're provoking her to back down?
Yeah.
Just I get a 10, superior of 1, 11. I still have my -1 ongoing, 10, and my -1 forward, which I will now erase to a 9.
I'm gonna use Mary Contrary.
Of course you are.
Here comes the sass.
Sassafras.
Roll for sass.
8
And for
plus
craft.
3. So
So
you
you-
-2 on your roll.
Still 7.
Plus, I take influence over you. Or a clear condition. So I'm going to take influence over you. And I say, you know what, you're right. I wasn't trying to kick you when you were down. I think you should be proud of who you are. And we all have our flaws. but that's what makes this different. Oh, but you
You're in
still
just
hit
as
me,
much
right?
pain as me.
Well, the 7, so for PCs, choose one. I'm gonna say if they do it, add a team to the pool. If we, just
okay.
kind of squat up. So what do we do now?
Well, what do you guys do? Are you ready to go?
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Well, I think Arthur and Nazi need to make out before we go. Clear some conditions.
Actually, I think I can make that work.
What?
Not making out with you. But because you got us in to it, we're clearly my... Yeah. I wanted to... While they're having their, moment...
You don't have your moment?
No, yeah, kind of. I'm gonna talk to...
Why don't we get a moment? I want a moment.
I'm gonna talk to you and, I'm gonna say, good job getting us past the barrier. I don't think I'm strong enough to have been able to do it, even with Kid Katie.
This has been a very long day. A building fell on you. Your mentor tried to put you down. A lot of your elders tried to put you down. You fought against it. That's admirable. Where I come from, anything a mentor says, you internalize immediately. It's one of the things I admire about you Earthlings. Is you're able to take these things with stride and move forward.
Oh, this is the one where you tell him my planet versus your planet?
Yep.
I was trying to use the team move where I was telling him a weakness or a vulnerability about myself.
You can definitely do both of those.
What was your vulnerability?
That he doesn't think he's strong enough.
Okay, got it.
And I was going to tell him a secret about my legacy, including my own true feelings about it. And so
I like the rapport we got going here. We got moves within moves.
Moves and moves.
Yeah, and so you say that I can take it in stride. Mentor, that golden glove, I feel like isn't a real golden glove. He may don the gloves, but the real golden glove is Bullet Case Sam, and what he says may hurt, but he's not the one I'm looking up to.
And
Yeah.
DJ, you need to
But you
roll
can-
for
you can
your
hear
not so
too.
different after all.
It's freak, right?
Speaking of the mic.
6. What's my freak?
Freak is 3.
9.
9. Choose one. During the conversation, you confess a flaw of your home. Add one team to the pool. Mislead them about your home. Take influence over them. Or describe the glories of your home. Clear a
I
condition.
think I just
Confessed a flaw. So you add a team to the pool with that. And then continue with your teamwork move.
Yeah, so after I tell him about the secret of my legacy, including my own true feelings about it, I clear a condition, and I can give them influence over you.
So you give...
And he already took away my influence.
No, I get influence over you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I already have, I think.
Yeah, so shift his labels.
So I get a clear condition. What condition do you think would be appropriate?
I think Insecures go into clear because, you confess...
I just comforted him too. What does that clear? Does that clear anything? I comforted and supported him, right?
What about angry for that?
You could do... to comfort support him, you have to roll for comfort support.
Isn't that what not so different after all? Did I roll freak instead?
No, that's when you...
Oh,
talk about
that's
your
right.
home.
I'm sorry.
So you add a team to the pool, but yeah, you were comforting and supporting him when you did it. So yeah, roll
That's
for comfort
also my
support.
thing. It's also
It's what the
So
best of
comfort and
yeah.
support me, dog.
by telling them how they exemplify the best parts of Earth.
I got
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11.
So on a 10 plus, you also add team pool or clear condition on yourself.
Oh, another team pool.
Cool.
Do you have
Yep.
any conditions?
And I'm
They mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels if they open up to you, and I think he did open up to you
Okay.
with that. So
I can clear
that was a
condition,
whole
right?
little bit of a mess, us catching up on moves we made because the conversation was really cool. So you can clear another condition, you can mark potential,
Or shift label.
or shift your labels.
Yeah.
And you gave DJ influence over you, so DJ also gets to shift your labels.
Okay, well, I'm gonna clear condition and then mark potential.
No, you only do one.
I'll only do one.
Oh, so I'm gonna clear a condition. That's it. Okay.
DJ, you get to shift his labels. We're gonna add another team to the team pool. DJ, so he said.
Yeah,
we
So
already
we've got 3 in it now.
4.
4.
4. Why 4?
Because we added one, and then
Oh.
he
We added
added
2.
one.
Shift
Nice.
your superior up and your mundane down.
It's like everybody's back on board and ready to go.
Well, we're all buddies again.
By the end of the
After-
session, we're like tearing each other apart.
So we get a scene, and it's the Necromancer's cracked lips and rotten gums as he chants over and over and over.
He has cultists with him too, right?
Yeah, and the next panel is him floating his staff out, still channeling green energy into the eye of Grom, which is now about halfway open. It has a sort of black and reddish, like leaky ink, cloudy, like so. Imagine like octopus, like ink underwater, except that's what's coming out of it in air,
Yeah.
and it's like a blackish red. There's cultists all sitting around, and they're all floating on like rocks, and there is a sizable amount of zombies surging beneath them. And it's around this like floating fountain, and the eye right in the center, the beam of green energy sort of like surrounding it. How do you enter the scene?
I imagine we're like skulking around the bushes or something.
Maybe I use my legendary speed to kind of like scout around one side.
Assess the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Should we all do that?
Sure, why not?
Or
Should you?
I'm gonna let
More chances for you guys to screw up.
I'm gonna let the superior girl usually, because she's usually good about that. You're usually good about that. And I'm just gonna wait
Natalie's
on
plus
your...
3 as well. Are you?
Yeah.
What are you? Plus what?
I'm plus 3.
So,
We're all
Again,
plus 3.
Things flow from fiction, so the idea of like Kid Katie like hiding in the bushes and looking makes sense. Arthur doing a quick pass.
He's
How
got,
would
like-
Nazgrim do it quietly and stealthily?
All right, here we go. Assess the situation.
Okay.
Golden glove. 9.
9.
For
So you get to ask one question.
who here is the most vulnerable to me?
Definitely, you look down and you see the Necromancer intent and focus, his staff channeling energy into the eye. But you do notice there appears to be a slight shimmer around him, almost imperceptible. And then your eyes drift lower to the cultists, intently, eyes closed, chanting over and over again, floating on their little platforms, seemingly unaware of the world around them.
My alien tech to try to look around there. Can I do that? I can make a little probe and fly around.
That would be extending your senses.
You got a problem?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, using your alien tech to extend your senses.
What do we go for? Extend your senses?
I think, but I don't know. Is it because extend your senses with a specific goal in mind? If you're just assessing the situation, I think that's fine. Using your alien tech to do it. Like if he like presses a thing on his gauntlet and like it kind of unfolds and and flies away.
Little drone.
A little bird on a tree. Of course, their version of a bird, not ours.
So it's like 20 feet tall and shoots lasers.
What?
8.
Ask
One
a
question.
Okay, I'm gonna see. How can I best in this quickly?
Like you're looking through your probe and the eye is slowly opening as you see the staff is feeding power into it.
So I make my pass and I'm back with the group now.
What's the plan?
Well, it looks like there's some kind of energy field around the Necromancer, and his cultists look out of it. I'm thinking the cultists are chanting a enchantment or something around the Necromancer so he can't be hit. So it seems like who can take out a large group of people fast? I feel like this is me, but I'm going to be preoccupied with that.
Well, from what I saw, he's feeding energy into that eye through his staff. If we can get the staff out of his hands, he won't be able to feed any more energy into it.
So as soon as I get that force field down, we get the staff out of his hand.
Here's an idea. Instead of having two of our more competent fighters like split their forces, why not have the two of you focus on the Necromancer, and we can have Kid Katie with her powers of emotional control to maybe distract the cultists, and I can help defend her or fight them off long enough to maybe disrupt the spell for the two of you to focus and to do a more focused like flank attack on the Necromancer and go from there.
I like that idea.
I think that's solid.
I don't want to be anywhere near that eye.
And you won't have
I
to.
agree as well. It was not a good feeling.
I saw what it did.
It helped develop my accent all of the sudden.
I saw another dimension where Theo was full on French and decided he really liked it.
He's like, oh, yeah.
Make it mine.
I think this is a good plan.
Alright, then friends, let us roll the bones of fate and seek victory for the day.
Was that the pun?
Maybe.
Okay, so how do you
roll the
arrive on
dice of
scene?
fate.
I imagine this is where the badass music starts. When you can like come out of the bushes. I guess I'll start with my emotion control then, right?
I would just describe the arrival.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them angry at him. Necromancer said that you're a fat bitch.
Alright, so you're rolling to influence them. We see you like creep through the bushes, and your eyes do that glow. What do you get on unleashing your powers?
I got a 6.
Plus what?
Plus nothing.
You reach out mentally.
Can you use
And-
team from pool shelf selfishly?
Oh, I can, huh?
We have a lot of teams. To spend.
Yeah, you can
Use
use
it.
team from the pool selfishly.
But what do I have to do in order to do that?
Is that a success?
You have to do
when
it
she does
at
that
someone
selfishly?
else's expense.
She gets 2.
You can direct their anger not towards the necromancer, but towards one of your teammates.
Since we're
I thought we were
together?
being team now. Katie's gonna underhand everything.
I don't mean to.
I know.
So spending it selfishly, I direct the anger towards Theo.
All right, you've instilled this anger towards Theo in them, but it's temporary. You're not going to be able to hold it. It's
That's fine, because they're gonna be mad at me anyway.
you manage to direct it at Theo for a little bit. Their concentration breaks as they focus on Theo. How's Theo arrived on the scene? How have the rest of you arrived on the scene? Are you there?
Well,
Or you're waiting? You two are waiting.
so did you stay in the bushes and do it, or did you do what you wanted to do, which was step out and be like, and try to challenge them, and then you're like, JK, and then
I imagine I'd stay in the bushes.
okay. Well, as far as me arriving at the scene, pretty sure I didn't step out of my bushes because I was supposed to be there like secretly guarding her or whatever in case things went wrong. So I'm pretty sure the scene for me arriving is more the fact that the mob is now just looking at the bush I'm supposed to be.
They get him.
And I'm like, wait, what? and that'll be the. I'm like, oh shit.
So yeah, I would say that their anger is turned towards you. What do you do, Theo?
Katsi, what is this? What are you doing? And then, can I try to jump into? I can't. Fuck. I don't know.
So remember, they are floating on like these little like rocks
They're floating?
Disrupt the gravity.
Like the mages
above
in,
a platform,
Malagos,
like on
those
a
little
fountain.
Things.
Oh,
Float around in circles.
and you have to
Yeah.
kill one and like,
Yeah.
oh.
Disrupt the gravity.
They're floating
Well, I don't have that kind of
on
power.
these
'Cause
like
it's still
little
impossible ability.
platforms
Okay.
of earth around a fountain that has been like ripped out of the ground, and the eye is on top of that, and the necromancer is floating, and beneath all
I'm
of them
gonna-
is that like pile of zombies.
Oh god, this is rough. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to maybe charge at one of the floating rocks and see if I can't like displace it and like hit it hard enough to maybe send it into like an opposite motion into other ones. Maybe knock them off. Is
Okay.
that possible? Or I mean,
Yes.
that is the attempt.
That's
I'm
your
going to
attempt.
gather the energy
I think
and
it's,
just
I think
and,
it's directly
like-
engaging threat still.
Okay. Fuck.
How's your danger looking? Like your mask, pal.
Well, the mask just embodies.
So wait,
it doesn't
is your
buff it.
goal is your goal simply to destroy what they're floating on, or is it to knock them off of it and into each other?
Well, so if the
Are you trying
rocks
to
are like
harm them,
floating,
or are you trying to take away their mobility?
well, I don't know what the rocks do.
They're just
So-
standing on them.
Right. So they're just floating there. So I think the idea, what I wanted to do, is just knock it into each other, so it at least drops them
Okay.
into the ground
Unleash
or
your powers.
something. Yeah.
You're not attempting to hurt the cultists so much as you're attempting to reshape your environment.
I don't know.
Okay. So I got an 8, plus 3, 11 minus 2, so 9.
If you do it,
And I have a -1 ongoing, so still 8, but yeah, so we're still good. Okay, so I get a +0 total. So I get an 8 to unleash my powers. So there you go.
unstable or temporary.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me. No, you know what? I wanted to succeed, but I'm gonna mark a condition on myself. And the condition is.
So you zoom out and you slam into the
Are you
rocks.
mad at me?
I'm actually probably just like pissed
Angry?
at you. Like, what the fuck? This is not where I wanted to be.
So Theo zooms out and he starts smashing into these rocks that the cultists are on, dropping them to the ground,
So I'm like,
knocking the whole thing out
Katie,
of its.
what are you doing? And I'm like, what are you doing? And like, pizza. It's and just fucking charge out.
You start knocking all the things out of alignment that were like rotating and spinning around it. You as you do, the necromancer kind of what? No! And he the eye sort of shudders and begins pouring out more of that stuff, but it's like dissipating instead of like being contained. And he grips the staff and he says, "You fools just won't let up." He takes it away for a moment and he points it at the massive pile of zombies and zaps them. And as he does, they sort of like writhe and their limbs begin to like connect. And they form together and like stand up as like this giant amalgam zombie creature.
I'm gonna slowly like back up, like not like enough, but just like take a few steps back. Like, team, if you're gonna help, I think the stakes have been raised.
So
That's pretty good.
So we've got like the cultists kind of lying all over the ground and Theo just staring straight up at this like 15, 20 foot tall like zombie made of zombies. And the necromancer refocuses his staff on the eye, which is still now like leaking more of that like black, misty, inky cloud that is growing. And you're starting to see like shimmering shapes, faces, hands, arms, limbs, sort of emerging and then pulling back into it. Nazgrim and Golden Glove, what do you do?
I'm gonna say, I'll hit him high, you hit him low. I feel like with your sword, and like I'm going in for a punch in the face, and you're going in underneath.
Sounds good.
What's he gonna do?
So you both run out to directly engage the threat. You're attacking the zombie?
No.
You're attacking the Necromancer?
Necromancer.
Oh, you're both you're both attacking Necromancer. Alright, go for it.
I got a 7.
Uh-oh.
You got a 3. TJ.
Actually, I'll have you know I got a 2.
Plus a 1.
Minus 1.
Alright.
No, I'll let you know you got potential, is what you did.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's not a miss.
Yeah, so I hit with a 7.
So Nazgrim comes in and he sees him coming at him from the side and he sweeps the staff around and whacks him with it hard, dealing a powerful blow to Nazgrim.
Roll them dice. Roll them
And then
bones.
he goes to swing back at Golden Glove, and Golden Glove lands a solid hit with a 7.
Yeah.
Right? So you get to pick one. Resist or avoid his blows, take something from him, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. So what do you want to do?
Take that staff.
You gonna take the staff?
Take the staff.
Okay.
Ooh, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna take the staff.
So you punch him as he whacks you in the side with the staff. So you trade blows. And you grab the staff from him as you continue going and sort of land and hit the ground and you have it. Robert, you now have a hold of the staff of the Necromancer. Roll plus superior.
Shit.
Oh, that's pretty good, though. You got a 3 in superior.
6, 7, 8, 9.
9. All right. 2 hold. You gain 2 hold. You can spend 1 hold to blast a foe with overwhelming energy, drain a foe's strength, teleport to a location within sight, or create a shield around yourself. However, the Necromancer gets to make...
Should I roll for my powerful blow?
Yes, you should. And the Necromancer because he was just dealt a condition.
I got a 7. That's 8 with my 1 condition.
Rip. You are taking a powerful blow.
Already know what I'm gonna do.
As you take the staff from him, the eye opens more and more of that stuff pours out, and the Necromancer looks into it and looks down at his hands without the staff, and he says, "No, my plans! You've ruined everything, you foolish children. But if I'm going down, I will take you with me." And he funnels his energy into again he starts shooting like a green beam out of his hand into that smoke, that ink that's pouring out of the eye, and it starts surging forward even more, and at this point the eye is like turning red and it's almost fully open.
Okay.
Theo, what do you do?
What condition should I mark?
I like to imagine you lying there on the floor looking up at that, and you mark hopeless and afraid. And as he does, as it grows, and those like you were seeing faces and hands and whatnot like coming out and kind of being pulled back in. This time, two massive hands sort of reach out and grab like the sides of the cloud, and they don't recede back in.
He's channeling everything into the eye.
Yeah, and he yells, "Davos, come forth!" Actually, we need to switch to Kid Katie. She's been sort of standing there. So, you're
As this goes on, I was going to make a sacrifice, sort of. We'll see how this plays out.
Yeah.
But I was going to go and try and attack the eye.
Okay. You attack the eye. How do you want to attack it?
With a psychic sword.
Alright. Roll to unleash your powers.
Psychic sword.
Psychic machine gun.
Actually,
It's
Wouldn't it
floating.
directly engage?
It's floating on the thing.
I'm trying to think of if directly engage applies to this.
Well, it's floating on the thing.
Would I never
Yeah.
be able to reach it then?
Yeah, you could jump up there or launch yourself.
I don't know how high the thing is.
Yeah.
It's high, but like I said, there's like stuff swirling all around. Like, so I totally
Okay.
imagine.
So you're
Katie
running on the
Charles is sort of
floating
just like
things?
jumping on the floaty thingies.
But it's on a fountain too, so if I get like in the middle of the
Yeah.
fountain and then...
But I'm just wondering if is the eye a threat in this situation?
I would say yes, right? Isn't the demon come out of it?
No, the demons come out of the portal that's made
That the eye's
Which is-
making.
Where's the portal?
up in the sky.
It's like floating. So no, it's
I
not
thought
like
it was
wait.
coming out of the eye.
No, it is. It is. Like so,
Oh.
the eye is like leaking out that like green
Yeah.
inky stuff, and that is or the black inky stuff, and that's
And it's, like,
forming
coming
the
out of the eye,
portal.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like coming out of the eye. Like
Oh,
the
it's
eye
coming out
is
of the
like
smoke.
like the smoke is coming out of the eye. It's coming out of the smoke.
Oh, yeah. I'll take that.
So it's like
So I think it's unleashing your powers to overcome an obstacle or reshape your environment. Because I don't know. Look, I don't know if the
That's
eyes.
The
What
eye
do you-
itself doesn't seem to be much of a threat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Okay.
the eye that's a threat.
So what do we think? Because I want to open this one to you guys.
No, I think that makes sense.
Do you
'Cause
think it's more that
the
she's?
eye is not the threat, it's Davis that's the threat.
Yeah.
So you decide what your target is.
I think if you want to go for the eye with the psychic weapons, you go for the eye with the psychic weapons.
Or yeah.
Yeah,
Or
so-
just to break the thing in general.
Roll
too.
to unleash your powers on the eye.
Okay, so
Congratulations,
I will
everyone.
unleash my
Keep streaming.
powers on the eye.
Or recording.
9. Exactly. So,
Exactly.
yeah, I don't have plus or minus.
Temporary.
Or I can mark a condition, right?
Yeah. Do you want to mark a condition, or you want it to be temporary or unstable?
I want to hit it. I want it to work. I guess I'd mark afraid.
Okay. So we see you like leap from little floating thing to little floating thing, jump up and grab, pull yourself up, and take your psychic sword and slash at the eye, or like stab into it. Okay.
Because it's like also like a medallion, right? So.
Yeah, I mean it's roughly the size of like a salad plate. It's like
Flavor Flav.
Mhm.
exactly. So you stab into it, and the thing is, your psychic weapons
Are not
Are-
magical weapons.
no, they're not magical. They're psychic.
So they can't
They're linked to your brain.
Oh no!
And you stab it into the eye, and you get like an intense amount of feedback that like flows from the eye through the sword into you. The portal sort of shudders, and the hands like fight to push it open. And you reel in, and not pain so much as just like
Just the feedback.
sensory overload of this thing, and the portal kind of like shudders a little bit more closed, and the hands are struggling to keep it open. And the Necromancer again shouts that you're a fool and some other stupid stuff that he keeps doing. All right, now, Theo, what do you do?
I
Staring down the giant zombie pile.
one problem at a time, and I'm going to try to run away from it, and because I don't know what they're gonna do, because they're gonna try to do that, but her rushing by the eye, so the plan is still they're gonna deal with the biggest threat.
Oh, you know what we didn't do?
Hmm.
We did not roll to engage a threat as a team.
Oh.
We need to do that.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, we just don't. do
we
it
forgot to
all
do it.
the
When you
time.
enter battle, add 2 team to the pool. If who's the leader? Who's leading? I think it was Kid Katie.
I made the battle plan.
I think we were all. Yeah, he made the plan.
But then there's no
They
leader.
scouted,
Yeah, I wouldn't say it
Unless
was
anyone
leader.
considers himself. Okay, everyone has the same purpose in the fight. Yes, add another
Yeah.
team to the pool. Any team member mistrusts the leader. There's really no leader. If your team is ill prepared or off balance, I think you would have been off balance had you not all had that little heart to heart, and you actually recovered pretty well. So you're good.
Okay.
But I am going to try to, because I don't think it can fly. So I'm gonna jump up towards the higher floating fountain area, and then seeing Kid Katie reel back and attacking the eye and seeing the portal shut close. I don't know that I should
Doesn't
touch.
completely close.
Well, I mean, but it's shrinking or whatever. I don't know that I have any ability really to touch the magical device, but there is one thing I can do, and that is try to step in front of the beam that the necromancer is shooting at, and maybe try to absorb the energy with my powers, or just be a dumbass and take a blow.
Okay.
Just to disrupt that in general, and just and so he's thinking okay, and then just boom, and
It's gonna hurt like a bitch.
It's gonna hurt like a rather.
The green beam is firing into the portal,
and I see Kid Katie
got her sword stabbed in the eye.
and I like the idea. I was I'm gonna be right there, and then just jump up, and then psych himself up and go, oh, this is going to hurt, and then just Superman's just fucking
Right.
I could
Roll
do it. You could do it.
plus Savior to defend the portal from the Necromancer. In this case,
oh shit,
is how I'm thinking it's
Yeah.
going
Oh
to be.
god.
because I'm being a hero.
Or defend the eye from the Necromancer.
Yeah.
And him manipulating it.
Save that poor eye. It's so helpless.
So helpless.
Just a victim.
That's okay. It's way better.
Victim of circumstance.
Because hopeless makes me a -2, so this works beautifully. I get a 7 plus 3, so 10. But -1. That ongoing -1, dude.
You just take foolhardy action without talking to your team.
Who, me?
No, because this was our plan.
The plan is to get in the middle of it.
Well,
You take down the biggest or the
He's defending.
direct
yeah.
threat, and then
Yeah.
And then we're gonna try to stop the ritual. Yeah.
Alright.
So I get a 9, which means
it costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
I think exposing myself to danger is I don't know. I think that
you're already there. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
then just hitting me in the chest. I think that's the most appropriate one.
You can expose yourself to danger?
Right? I mean, I
Yeah.
keep them safe because I'm the one taking
So
the
Theo
just
gets in the way. On a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. Expose yourself to danger. So you keep the
I choose one of the other things. So I'm a clear a condition, and then on a 7 and 9, it costs me and expose myself to danger.
So what are you gonna?
I'm gonna clear hopeless.
Okay. The clear condition.
Still
The beam hits you, and you. But you're not taking a powerful blow.
I don't know.
Theo gets pushed back
Oh God.
into the edges of the portal, and so the hands are trying to pull it apart. And Theo, now with the beam having hit him in the chest, he disrupted it. You've got your hands and feet holding the portal apart, this smoky black weirdness, and you're even how am I physically holding onto this and pushing?
Oh, because I don't want to fall through, so
Yeah.
I'm holding onto the portal. Oh, okay. I was
And-
why the hell am I doing this?
Literally said
yeah.
that was you exposing yourself
Yeah.
to
I get it.
danger. So
Oh no, the hand.
what do you do?
I guess in this sense, I'm gonna try to push back, summon whatever reserves of energy against him, and try to push back and away and out of the portal.
Okay.
Push against the beam.
Yeah, because my whole thing is my impossible ability. So the only thing I can do is just try to get forward motion and because Superman's super strong, and tries to walk forward, but
You know
I'm
what
just
this
the
seems
energy.
exactly
so
like?
eh.
The The Spider-Man with the train.
Yeah, but it says a portal of demon doom.
So except it's the opposite. So you're trying not to go into it, but you're pushing
Because I mean,
forward.
it's either that or
No, I get it.
yeah, no, I think it's the only thing because I want to let go of the portal so that it closes, but I also don't want to be in it. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to like launch myself forward or using
it.
like my gravity, like ground myself in like the impossible milli or whatever, ground myself and make myself heavier so I can walk forward and away from the portal.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Okay.
Do it.
It's like the beam hit you in the chest and you disrupted it, and it cut off the feed. So like, what happens is like you
Oh, so
get
there's-
away,
there's-
and he blows you back.
So it's
into
still
the
not
portal.
pushing.
It's not pushing against you.
Oh,
but at this
okay.
point, you're like holding on to the edges of the portal.
This is weird. Yeah, I want to. Okay, I didn't understand that. Yeah,
Sorry. Again,
no.
that's half the difficulty of this system,
Yeah,
is making sure
um,
everyone's on the same page.
I mean, fucking yeah, just launch myself forward and try to escape, even though
Okay.
I totally know a hand is gonna go.
So
I
unleash
got
your
you.
powers.
Pull you into the abyss.
And
I have 2
and I'm gonna
Well,
because there's really nothing else I can really do other than run the fuck away because this is a bad place to be.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hands.
aloud,
Okay.
I will say, because the plan is we're supposed to be a team. I'm like, hey, Katie, if you can help, like, now's the time. And, I get a 10 on my freak, plus 3, minus 1, 12.
Yeah, you're good.
So,
Okay. You and throw yourself out of the portal, and just straight away. Nazgrim,
Written on
you
his forehead, I
you
wanted
pick
him to
yourself
fail.
up off the floor after the Necromancer like beat you down, and you look up to see the massive like zombie being above you, and it raises its fist and brings it to slam down on top of you. What do you do?
Blast the fist. It's like rains, it falls down on me.
Directly engage the threat. Shit.
I imagine if he succeeds, just pieces of zombies start like raining on him, and he's
They'll
just
just get really sunburned and start peeling.
gross.
8. That's only a 6 though, because I have -2 because I'm afraid.
So you do it, and like the beam goes like, and it hits the thing like the zombie fist, and kind of comes out the other side, and the fist just keeps going.
Oh god.
Yeah, you're gonna take a powerful blow from that one.
Pretty good at that.
And since you failed, I get to make a move.
Oh, I even mark potential, right?
Yep.
Better not.
And
I did the thing, I meant the thing.
the zombie knot has a fun move.
When do I get to can I take a new thing? Is it after I the next one?
You've marked it. No, you've marked your potential. You can take a new one right now if you want.
First, let me take my power.
it just may or may not affect.
Hey, you get to mark potential again.
Oh boy.
Nazgrim, you're like surrounded by these like, grasping hands as the fist slams down against you, and like you feel yourself being pulled like up the arm of the creature, and you're in it, and it's like grasping and pulling you towards the center. Golden Glove, you see when it lifts its fist back up, Nazgrim is gone, and you can see him
Like a little tail?
being dragged like closer towards the center through the bodies. And you hold the staff in your hand, and you see the Necromancer, his beam broken, Theo having just left the portal, and Kid Katie sort of like dealing with the feedback of having the blade stabbed into the eye of Grom. What do you do?
I have the staff. I grip the staff with both hands, and I turn towards the Necromancer. And I go, "Hey, Necromancer, rest in peace." And I blast him with his own staff with the powerful energy.
Okay. You can, with that, roll to directly engage him.
It's like the thing.
But you can use Superior because you're using the staff instead of Danger. And you're spending 1 hold to blast him with overwhelming force, so that's also part of the fiction on this.
Okay.
Right, that is the one you were using. Blast a foe with overwhelming force.
Yeah.
That snake eyes, though.
Yeah.
bruh.
So 2 plus 3, so 5.
Dang, you about to take a powerful blow. Does he deflect the magic back?
Oh my
So
god.
you shoot.
That is the
You
worst
shoot
thing that could have
beams
happened.
from the staff of necromancy at the necromancer. So I can make move as hard as I want. You throw the beam at him, and he sort of doubles over for a moment, and then like stands back up, and you see him like glow with the power that has now been fed into his body as he absorbs the necromantic energy.
Rip.
And he funnels all of it together and blasts the portal with it.
Rip, son of a bitch.
Could have
And
just
as
blasted an arm
as
off
he
to save
does,
Nazi, but
The two hands
no.
rip the
still would've
portal
hit.
wide, and when they do, this massive, stocky, like red horned face emerges.
Oh, God.
Black claws, vile yellow teeth, and it snarls.
Good
And he says,
lord.
"Davos, come forth!" And it sort of and lowers one of its feet onto like a platform that moves like the chunks of earth that are floating around like moves up to catch it as it does, and it emerges from the portal. And when it does, like you feel, Kid Katie, like you feel the portal like ripping and expanding and growing bigger, like in your own mind, because your blade is still connected to the eye. And so that
Take a powerful look at it.
no, I'm just letting you know that's what you're feeling.
Okay.
So it emerges and it yells,
Who calls forth Davos, the petitioner?
and the necromancer raises his arms and says, "I have brought you forth into this realm. I have freed you from the confines of the Demos realm. I have brought you forth to Earth. Work with me, Davos. Serve with me, and we shall rule." Davos looks down at him and says,
I serve none. Puny necromancer.
and just bats him away.
Oh god.
And he and sort of crumples onto the floor. So you look up at him with the staff, and he looks at you, and his eyes go his eyes are like a fiery like yellow.
Mhm.
They look like eyes,
Yeah.
but when he looks at you, they just go black. And you feel a presence within your mind.
Oh shit.
You need to roll plus superior.
10.
10. You feel the voice of Davos pulling inside you. It says,
Tell me your heart's desire. Tell me what you want. Tell me what burns inside you.
choose one. Tell him the person you care about most in the whole world. Tell him the thing you want most. Tell him the danger you fear most.
Danger I fear most. I'm torn between either myself or the Silver Tiger.
Silver Tiger.
I think
You becoming
after
Silver
It's
Tiger.
yeah, because it's like it's one leads to the yeah.
so you what you fear most is Silver Tiger. He's the danger that you fear the most. But
Yeah.
what is the danger specifically? Like him beating the shit out of you, or you becoming him?
Me becoming him.
So that's the danger you fear
Yeah.
most is falling.
Yeah.
The voice chuckles and it says,
So you fear corruption. That can be arranged.
and you sort of snap out of it, and you're staring down the demon with a wide smile on its face. What do you do?
I'm going to zap away its strength with the staff.
All right, you spend that's your you only had 2 hold, right?
Yeah, I only had 2 hold on it.
Okay. Yeah, you just spend a hold to do that.
Oh, I
in
just
this
do that?
case, yeah.
So I would zap
So
away
you-
his strength.
And you zap it, and it begins to absorb the energy, and you see the crystal on the end of the staff, the green one from before, begins to grow brighter and brighter and brighter, and it cracks, and the wood splinters in your hands, and the whole staff just explodes in a shower of energy and sparks and sends you flying backwards. Take a powerful blow, but you do notice that the demon sort of keels over, and the things he was floating on drop to the ground, and his eyes go black, back to normal.
5.
The cultists have stopped chanting. They're kind of have run at this point, I think. I would say, no, yeah, totally. Everything just goes to the ground. You roll a 5?
Yeah.
So you weather that pretty good.
So I'm still in the sky?
No, the eye, like, when the thing fell, the eye just, like, there with it. It just went down
Okay.
with it. So you mark another potential. Wow.
And I leveled up. And so I could take my moment of truth.
Oh, now
if
would
there's-
be a
if
good,
there's ever-
a time. Do you want to unlock your moment of truth and use it?
I do.
Okay. You so you want to unlock it and use it right now?
I'm gonna unlock it and use it right now.
What is it? Read off your moment of
Yeah,
truth.
you gotta read the whole thing.
Moment of truth for the legacy. This is the moment when you prove how much the mantle belongs to you. You seize control of all your powers, and you defeat even impossible odds to prove you are worthy of the name you carry. You accomplish feats even your predecessors couldn't do. Of course, after you prove something like that, you can expect still more responsibilities to be placed on your shoulders.
For a moment, the belt somewhere drains of all of its power, and your golden shorts get like super magic.
Yeah.
But
No, I imagine the belt
there's
appears
like
around me
the
too.
demon kind of looks up and at the smoking crater
ding,
where you were
motherfucker.
standing, and it smiles even though its power's been drained. And then as the smoke clears, Golden Glove is just standing like on the hill behind it, and you sort of look up, and up in the sky you can see the news helicopters are now circling. And you use your moment of truth. You seize control of the situation. What do? He gets the godlike beauty.
Yeah, he gets the mustache. I know.
That, like,
no, I already have the mustache, but now it's like
Now you get
real.
chest hair.
Now it's
That
real
mustache,
Yeah, now
chest
it's
hair.
high cheekbones, solid jawline.
Extra abs.
Yeah, extra abs.
He's got the 8-pack instead of
I'm
the
just-
6-pack now.
I'm
Just-
essentially just Magnum PI right now.
I'm just like Super Saiyan, but for sure.
Or Super Saiyan, yeah, both. Super Saiyan Magnum
Golden
PI.
glow.
So come on, how does it look like?
Yeah, so with the demon Davos staring me down, helicopters flying around.
And Kid Katie attached to the eye. Theo is flying, and Nazgrim is in that zombie juggernaut.
So Theo lands next to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess we don't even need to really talk. Like, we both kind of look over at Katie, and he just gives me a nod. And so he goes over to get Katie, and that's when we hear that ethereal bell. But this time, like, everyone in Halcyon City hears it.
Oh shit! That's actually really freaking cool. So like throughout the whole city, there's just like
A bunch of people are just like, the fuck? Bullet Case Sam is like,
a bunch of the young people are like, what? And then some of the older people
Yeah.
are like,
it is, yeah.
holy shit.
yeah,
And
because this is when the first
Yeah,
time Bullet Case
exactly.
Sam ever took down an alien.
We see in this exact moment, like
You can, like, it
like,
actually manifests in the sky. Like, you know how it, like, imprints on the moon?
Lancelot like looks up while he's got
The other
Everbright,
Golden Glove.
and Bronzera just stares up in the sky. Somewhere in his safe house, Salty Sam smiles, and on top of a roof, looking out over the city, Silver Tiger grabs down the belt, just says, "No, can't be."
And with this, so I run in towards the demon, and so he starts slashing at me, and I'm like ducking under them, and as like one passes, it goes past me, and I throw a like hook to his wrist, and it just snaps
Oh my
his
god.
wrist. He throws another one, and I hit him in the elbow, and just like snap his arm again, and then I go in from the center, and just with as much strength as I can, just punch him right in the face.
Pow,
And-
right in the kiss.
And I want the shocking wave to kind of blow like the giant zombie to pieces. freeing you. Like the
So I like to
the force,
Matt, like using the full suite of your powers.
Yeah.
Like it is kind of a big portion of this. So like not only are you like ducking and weaving,
But I'm also getting
but
hit,
like
too.
at one point he gets a solid hit in and it just does nothing. It grazes across your chest, not even phasing you.
Kinda
You're
your
pummeling
chest
him
hairs.
Yeah.
using your super
not even
speed.
one chest
like,
hair.
You
was gone.
uppercut him, and he goes flying backwards, and you dash to the other side and punch him back.
And you know, at some point in that like time too, because let's face it, you're an old timey boxer, right?
Yeah.
So, come on, dude, that beauty and the cameraman, like, you just for a quick second, you're just like that dashing smile, like, Because they always showman when they're like, when like the other person's kind of like woozy or whatever, and you're like, ha, and you just keep going.
I'm just, you know, I like to imagine I do the whole the rope-a-dope thing. So like that's my showmanship thing. Like I just drop my hands,
Dodge all
and then just like dodging it without using my hands, and then just put it back up, and then do that uppercut to him.
And you uppercut him, and you're zooming around, punching him. I also feel like maybe not the blowback. I mean, the blowback thing's kind of cool because you've done that before.
Yeah.
You blow all the zombies apart. They kind of scatter. How do you finish this? How do you end this situation? I mean, you are in control. I know we're all kind of throwing in ideas to help you out for what makes sense fictionally, but you are in control. So what's the end result here? That portal's still open. Kid Katie's still like attached to the eye.
Well, he had me fly over there, but
Yeah, are you like taking her off of it?
Yeah, you're taking her off of it. I essentially like knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
I pick him back up, and then just like kind of sit him back up, and then with like one hit, I just want to punch him through the portal again.
So you back through the portal, and you just boom. You uppercut him, and he goes back through the portal. And Kid Katie, you got your psychic weapons and the eye, and all that jazz. So, do you want to try and close the portal?
Yeah, if I'm conscious. I didn't know if I was like...
You're like I said, you were experiencing feedback. I would like you to roll to unleash your powers. Robert dealt with... I mean, I didn't anticipate that coming, but that's kind of awesome. My original thing for him was, like, you can't just directly engage him. You have to, like, defeat him in other ways, either by, like, mentally outdoing him or just throwing him back into the portal. And I guess that's exactly the portal.
I only punch things.
I'm good at one thing and one thing only. That's punching.
this is basically like Superman vs. Doomsday right here.
11.
11.
Nice.
You take your psychic
you
weapon,
hopeless?
you jam it back into the eye, and the portal goes. It all gets sucked back into the eye after it shuts, and the eye closes, and the medallion just kind of goes onto the ground.
I want to destroy it, but if I can't,
Yeah, you can do that.
I want to destroy it.
I want to pick it up.
Pick up
or
the-
stop her from doing that.
Okay, well, do that. Have that conversation. Why? She's holding the blade up.
I'm ready
Like,
to go
do I
for it.
You just tell
do
her.
I defend it again?
I would say just tell
Or just tell, like, no. Like,
Well, it depends.
okay,
Are you
so-
going to say
so-
stop, or are you going to, like, get in the way?
So I'm near you. I've like cleared us from his whole shenanigans or whatever, like wherever we deem to be at the moment. And as you go to do that, I say, Katie, stop. You don't know what that might do. None of us do. We should take it back to Everlight.
But I'm already, like, doing it.
Okay, then I'm gonna get in the
So
way
you roll to defend?
and roll to
Like,
defend.
if you're provoking me, I think if you succeed, I can either follow it or not.
Yeah, I think
or
if
you can
you
attack
want
me.
to tell it, like, you can
Because if you want to
provoke her
convince
try
me,
to
I
stop.
can, like, stop it. But right now, I'm like...
Yeah.
Well,
do you want to provoke her, or would you rather get in the way and try to physically?
in my mind, it's a, dude, don't do it. And then, like,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
don't, like, and then get in the way and
Then
really be
defend.
like, no, don't do it.
So roll plus savior.
Because you don't know what that's going to do.
Opens the portal again, he's back.
like, well, fuck me.
Expose yourself to danger.
Escalate the situation. Ah, fuck. Well, that's probably gonna miss because my savior is it's a 7, actually. So your roll will have a -2 because you're a PC threat.
Yeah.
And on a 7, I will expose myself to cost, retribution, or judgment. So we'll deal with that in a second when
So what's your
we figure out how well you
roll
do
to
first.
unleash your powers, or directly engage a threat? I think is more appropriate in this case.
That's not good. It's danger. Oh, that's definitely not good. 7 minus 3. 4.
4. Well, you failed to roll.
Mark potential.
So Theo stops you. How does that look? Do you grab her hand? What do? You kick the amulet out of the way.
Tackle me?
Tackle.
I kind of like the idea of after everything we've been through, because cost, retribution, or judgment, can I do cost? And like she cuts me? Because she was like super intent on doing this with like everything she wanted.
Take a powerful blow.
As the 7 plus 2, 9.
Oh!
She brings the blade down and
4
you
plus
get
1,
away.
8.
And she like hesitates, realizing Theo's there, and you get a good old-fashioned slashing.
See,
I'm gonna just struggle past painted mark 2 conditions.
Oof. She hits you hard.
So maybe guilty? 'Cause I don't
You
know
could
about
feel
hopeless.
guilty because you know what that thing did to Kid Katie. Like,
Yeah.
she has every right to want to destroy it.
And just situationally, I'm afraid. So I think I was just like, take the amulet away from her. Just like, we should bring it back to Everbright. We have no idea what we're dealing with.
well, we saw what it does, and I don't want anything like that to ever happen again.
And destroying it would guarantee that? You don't know that. This thing has probably been around longer than you and I have. I'm sure stronger mages have tried and probably failed. There's no way, no knowing what it will do. I'm telling you, at least let us trust an adult to handle it with proper care.
Ooh. You just told the delinquent to trust an adult.
I figured.
That's
I figured that would be a good thing. Some good drama to throw in there.
Trust an adult like we did before.
So what? You want to leave like Peter Pan and have the little kids take over the village? It's not going to work. At some point, we have to let them do something.
We'll do what you want.
I'm gonna back away from her and just kind of like make sure she doesn't like try to sneak up and.
What do y'all do with the amulet? Like it's lying there on the floor.
Yes.
Well, no, I said
Yeah,
I
yeah,
picked it up.
You picked it up
Yeah.
and you kicked it away.
No.
No mistake. So you have it.
Yeah.
It feels strangely cold and dormant in your hands.
It's a little exhausted. It's had a rough day.
It's not quite what it was earlier. Last time you had your hands on it. You didn't, but it still hit you, didn't it? It affected you
Yeah, through her.
through her, right?
But-
So you don't feel that same power, that same energy, that same. You look up and see that with it has in fact dissipated, and you pick yourselves up as news
That's-
helicopters land
I was going
and
to say
Aegis agents swarm onto the field.
Yep.
And
like as I'm like thinking about maybe I should run. Nope.
Nope. So Aegis agents swarm onto the field, and Iron Gate kind of limps forward, and as they are there, and they sort of have you guys surrounded, news helicopters land,
Oh no.
and out of the helicopter gets Eli Whack. And he says,
Dude, I take off. No way. I am not letting a newscast catch my face.
He says, this is Eli Whack with breaking news. I'm here at, what do we call this place? At Trinity Park, where it appears the Golden Glove, living up to his legacy, has defeated some sort of horrible demon with the aid of Kid Katie, Nazgrim, all while saving some hopeless civilian that has been trapped by the zombies.
Like as I'm like, oh okay, and like I hide the amulet. Like
Truly, these are the heroes that Halcyon City deserves. Where were the others in these dark times? And where was Aegis? he looks to them, hiding behind some sort of barrier or walls. These heroes stood up and protected the city. What have you to say, Colonel or Captain
Iron Gate.
Iron Gate? And he sort of, we were just providing backup support.
No,
The
he
heroes had
wasn't.
it taken care of.
I look around completely dumbstruck. I have no idea what just happened. I was in a zombie body. I didn't know.
That
I
being
didn't even
said,
see the demon come out. I have no idea what happened.
that being said, there is a certain degree of collateral damage that should have been taken into account by these young. And he goes, yes, sure, something for logistics to clean up afterwards. The spectacle we saw here today was brilliant. A true show of up-and-coming heroes of Halcyon City. And then he sort of runs over and he says, "You, sir, a civilian's perspective." And he thrusts the microphone in your
Funny
face.
enough, when you try to use your civilian identity to see trick or slip past, so if it comes up, this will be a good time for that. But for now,
I think this is the time for that.
okay, yeah.
Like, that is exactly what's happening. Iron Gate's like, he ain't no civilian. And you...
It's like, yeah, and I just go, well, I just came out here trying to escape the zombies after they attacked the school, and these heroes just came to defend me, and seeing things firsthand was quite exciting. Yeah, yes. And
Fuck you guys and dropping my Monday to -2. God damn it.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Oh, thank you, God. So I get a 7 from my 9, and that actually, on a hit, they buy your facade. So Eli Wack totally believes I'm a high school student. On a 7 through 9, choose 1. I'm not going to leave anything incriminating behind, but I'm going to say that I'm still under observation because Aegis, to go with that, Aegis is like, but we have your face.
Yeah.
So, and especially now that it's on like the camera and the news.
And so
and
when he
things.
says like he ain't no civilian and he holds up the mask, Eli Wack looks at the mask.
And it wasn't even a mask, it was just some like
Yeah.
cloth that I found. Yeah.
Eli Wack totally just disregards him.
Yep.
Yes.
Another
work to do.
helicopter sort of comes in and I mean at this point so at this point Iron Gate is starting to yell and scream. He's like, this is an outrage. Well, except he's Southern, so I'm screaming at him. But he starts to yell and scream and tries to have his men like move in, and Eli Wack and the newscasters are like, what's going on? When another helicopter lands in the park and out steps, I cannot remember what we named him.
Alexander Lin?
No, the freaking mayor.
Oh.
I don't know.
Just say the mayor.
The mayor. The mayor steps out. And he sort of shoots a steely-eyed glance. We see him, like, the helicopter opens in one panel and, like, some armed guards get out, and then he gets out. And he looks over at Iron Gate, and he says, Captain, stow your words. These 3 are heroes. They've saved the city once again. This wouldn't be the first time it's happened. And this isn't the first time Halcyon City's had a little bit of a collateral damage problem. You know it, I know it, we all know it. So, Captain, if you'd kindly switch from crisis intervention to search and rescue, we'd all be pretty appreciative. And the captain sort of gets pissed off and he says, all right, you heard the mayor. Everybody, roll out. And as he does, like, he looks back over his shoulder at Theo and he grips the mask that you were wearing before stalking off. The mayor says, that was pretty impressive. Son, you're lucky to be alive.
Well, I go to school with 2 of them, so I guess our bonds of friendship was quite. When you go to school with Kid KT, it's fortunate to have such a powerful friend.
Yes, I suppose trouble does tend to follow you everywhere, doesn't it?
All in a day's work, mayor.
He gives like the barest of chuckles, just a little. like half of a Ron Swanson laugh.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Golden Glove.
I think it's appropriate to give credit where credit is due. We couldn't have done this without the meteorite as well.
Where is he now?
Helping.
He never did seem to be a glory hog.
No, he didn't.
He's standing literally 10 feet from the mayor.
With the magical ambulance sticking out my back pocket.
I wanted to make sure you get some praise too.
Once again, the city owes you and your team a debt. What do you call yourselves?
We don't like labels.
Fair enough. It is a new day and new age for superheroes. The teams of the Silver Age are fading. City will clean up, it always does, but you deserve some commendations for what you've done today. I've heard a lot of reports coming in saying you did quite a bit to help the effort. Over the next few days, this portion of Halcyon City is restored to normal. It takes a little bit longer than it used to, especially the reconstruction of Everbright's sanctum, which she plays a large part in restoring, just using magic to...
Hey, lock a label.
Do I? Oh, I lock a label.
Yep.
You lock
I
the
wonder.
savior.
I'm locking Savior.
Do we do end session?
Yep. Even though it was only just one big fight, but... Alright, so end of session move.
I'm gonna say I agree closer to the team.
Who made you feel more welcome?
Theo Morel.
Hey, I have influence over you now.
You didn't have it before?
No.
Alright.
We don't interact enough.
Give influence to that character and clear condition or mark potential. Mark potential.
Well, I was gonna mark some of my stuff. I was too busy.
You want me to mark potential?
I want you to mark potential because we're gonna... Well, actually, no. Since conditions aren't exactly health in this, Those
can
conditions
stay
can
around.
stay with you.
I'm still guilty from
Lingering
it.
feelings. Yeah.
was
So
like-
you no, I never mind. You can clear guilty if you want to clear guilty, or you can mark potential.
I'm gonna clear guilty.
What's your potential currently at?
3?
3. And Theo?
I'm gonna say I grew closer to the team.
Yeah.
Because we came together, we executed the plan pretty well. And in a really weird way, I think I'm also gonna give influence to Kid Katie. Because when we had our altercation, I don't know, I've dealt a lot with her, and I think despite it, I mean, it's weird, but like I'm starting to understand her better, rather than just she's doing things arbitrarily. Like even though I'm stopping her from breaking the thing, it's because I think he's smart enough to see she's just afraid of it and just doesn't want it to happen again, and she's trying to be a hero. It's just I don't think it's wise to break a ancient magical portal of lock and key. Like so that's pretty much where we differ, but I think that's that.
I already have influence.
Yes, so you get to shift anything you'd like outside of Savior.
I think we all know what Golden Glove did this time.
I grew away from the team. No,
Oh no!
I don't think the shift has to necessarily make sense to the dialogue.
Yeah, you can just shift whatever right now. So, did you grow more into your image of yourself?
I'm gonna say yeah.
By the way, I marked potential to advance.
Cool. So, what are you taking for your advancement?
I'm gonna take drives from the Beacon's playbook.
My gosh.
So basically, at the start of play, I choose 4 drives, and then every time when I clear all 4, I pick 4 new ones. But whenever you fulfill a marked drive, strike it out and choose 1. Mark potential, clear a condition, take influence over someone involved. These things are like lead the team successfully in battle, which would have been great here. Kiss someone dangerous, punch someone you probably shouldn't, help a teammate when they need you most. Outperform an adult hero, pull off a ridiculous stunt.
I think everyone should have those.
Get drunk or high with a teammate, drive a fantastical vehicle, get a new costume, get a new hero name, earn the respect of a hero you admire, make out with a teammate, punch out a teammate. Like, just like random ass shit.
Try.
Yeah, like travel to an incredible place or time. Reject someone who tells you shouldn't be here. Like, just, yeah. I don't know. I think it'd be fun.
Okay.
That actually sounds really fun.
Yeah.
So why not?
All right, and then Nazgrim?
Wait, what do I get from
Going in your own image?
growing in my own image?
Shoot your labels.
You get
shift your labels.
shifty.
All right, I'm gonna shift my danger up and mundane down.
Again, on that. Oh my gosh. He has Danger, Savior, and Superior at 3. I mean, after what he just pulled off, I'm pretty sure Golden Glove is high and mighty as fuck. So, what about you, Mr. Nazgrim?
I think I grew close to the team.
Oh,
I didn't do much this day.
I'm sorry.
I don't think I got eaten by zombies.
One of us.
I felt
What?
closer with Arthur.
Do you feel rather ghastly? You are pretty gross. You were inside zombies.
I was getting sucked inside of him. It's gross. They're pulling me into him.
I freed you though. So
Thanks, pal.
Why are you closer to Arthur?
Because we had a
that
little
little
bonding moment.
talk.
Yeah.
Yay! And I freed you too
You did. That's right.
from your shackles of oppression.
What do I do when I grow someone? When I grow closer to someone?
You go closer to the team.
You
Give
give
them
them influence, and then you clear a condition or mark potential.
You have influence over me already, so you can shift my labels.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna shift your
Like a lot of late.
God, I can't even do one of my abilities without constantly marking myself a condition.
I'm gonna
Because it
shift
shifts my
your
mundane and my mask's label,
savior
which
down
are both
and your
at negative
danger
2.
up.
Save you down.
Oh no, you just gave me a
Danger
1,
up.
but still, I need to shift it up, but the other one down. Like either, like I can't even do
You
that.
looked at the Nova?
Hey everyone, it's Golden Glove. Don't throw in the towel just yet. We have new episodes coming out every other Tuesday. And if you want to stay close to the action, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you use our hashtag NOAR podcast on Twitter, you have a chance for your name to be featured as a character in our game. And if you like what we do and want to support us, consider donating to our Patreon. There's a lot of cool rewards and bonus content and episodes over there. And I just wanted to say, thanks for listening.